Well, now though, it's not often that you get the opportunity for a 10-minute chat with the man who is running the country. Well, that was my chance yesterday as the Prime Minister visited the North East.
Gordon Brown was on his non-stop journey, so Ian had to intercept his train at Alnmouth and had to then try and cover as many subjects as possible before the train pulled into Newcastle Station.
Prime Minister, we're travelling through this heartland of Labour support, but it's also a heartland of manufacturing and sport. And everyone's talking about the football at the moment, also the manufacturing. Let's deal with that first of all. The workers at Chorus and the workers at Nissan, what message would you have for them on your visit to our region?
Well, the first thing, I'm sorry to see such great football teams, Newcastle and Middlesbrough, go down. I'm sure they're going to come back very, very quickly. They're great footballing legends, and I follow their fortunes very closely. I think people are worried about jobs because we're in a world financial crisis. On Nissan, we've been talking to the company quite a lot. The electric car is going to be developed, we hope, at Nissan. We want to help to make that possible. Incentives are obviously available as we're developing a new technology for the car for the future, and I hope Britain can lead in the car industry. We've obviously also got issues at Chorus. The deal that was made by 4 companies with Chorus broke down. Chorus is entitled to a great deal of compensation for this, but we would like it to be in the saving of the jobs. So there's a lot of talks going on that at the moment, and we will do our best to make sure that the steel industry remains strong.
It's also a heartland, as we said, of Labour support, and the topic that just won't go away at the moment is obviously the expenses topic. Is the big problem with this the fact that people are feeling just detached now from the people that represent them, particularly in an area that...
I want people to know that where mistakes have been made, they'll be punished. We've already had to suspend 2 members of the Parliamentary Labour Party. A minister has stepped down. Where errors are detected, where mistakes have been made, where people have acted wrongly, there will be punishment, and they will have to repay the money, and we'll be taking severe action whenever that is discovered to be the case.
One of the casualties of putting the House in order has been the Speaker of the House. You've travelled through Alan Beatt's constituency on this journey, and he's one of the runners. Do you think it's perhaps time for the third party to be given that opportunity?
Well, there's a lot of excellent candidates for Speaker, and you know, the Prime Minister never gets involved in choosing the Speaker, because Speaker's in a sense got to control the Prime Minister. And I think it's really up to the candidates to emerge, show how good they are, and then let's let the rest of the House of Commons vote on that matter. It could be from any party. I think what we want to do is to get the best person.
Controlling the Prime Minister, perhaps that's a challenge for them. As busy as your day is, hopefully you have a chance to enjoy the journey. It's always a topic, the communication links with the North East, whether it be road or rail.
But one thing we're doing is advancing investment in transport. And I think the North, which is such a vital part of the country, it links so many different parts of the country together, is a very important part of that transport development.
You mentioned the football. Newcastle and Sunderland both were part of a bid to the FA to become World Cup venues. That could be a footballing boost for this region. Would you support the North East staging?
Oh, the North East has got to get part of this World Cup tournament. There's no doubt in my mind that if England, as I believe it will, wins the World Cup for 2018, the North East, which is such a big home for football, such a massive supporters group here for all the big teams, it's got to get World Cup venues, and I'm sure that that's what's going to happen. I think there's going to be 15 venues around the country, and I think the North East cannot be denied. Indeed, it should be one of the first to get one of the world-class venues.
Thank you very much indeed for your time, Prime Minister. I hope you enjoy your visit to our region.
Thank you.
And with that, Gordon Brown and his wife Sarah carried on their day. They barely turned ahead as they were whisked through Newcastle Central Station. The interesting thing for me, although they were travelling first class yesterday, they weren't in a private carriage. So there were 1 or 2 other passengers who got an unexpected chance to meet the Prime Minister yesterday on their journey from Scotland through the North East.